Hi, and welcome to our flying adventures. It's all about the journey. Sorry I sound like Froggy from our gang, but I've been under the weather all this week with a bad cough, and you can hear it in my throat. My voice is not the same. Anyway, I would like to just do a quick review, and quick because there's not a lot of hours or flights to review for this year. A quick review of our flying for 2024 and hopes and dreams for 2025. All right, come along for the ride here. We'll break out a map and look at a few different things. Okay, here is our world map that we do every year. And you will see that VRB, Vero Beach, that was scheduled in March. We took off from Ocean City, made it down about, my eyes are really burning here. Made it about a half hour to Accomack, had a gear issue, returned, put the plane on the ground, and we ended up driving 15 hours to Vero Beach. Wasn't going to mess with the plane. It was early enough, I probably could have took it over to Georgetown, had them take a look at it. You know what? I didn't want to take a chance, so we just headed south. So that's how it started. That's how our year started. Our first vacation, our getaway in March. So, can't do much about that. I'm just flipping through some of my notes here. We did some flying in between, not a lot. Next up in May, we went to Savannah, and we had a blast. Savannah was really nice. It was just like Charleston in some ways. You know, we had a good time, good tours. Really got to check out the town. Don't know if we'll go back to either Charleston or Savannah, but it was a fun time. So that one we pulled off in May. It's pretty slow through the summer. We did go up to Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, to take care of my parents' gravesite. Got that done. Met some folks over at Cape May in New Jersey for breakfast a few times. Let's see. Went to N57 for annual this year in New Garden. Let's see, where else? Georgetown. God knows what I went over there for. Putzing around. Back and forth. ISO was a fuel stop on our way south. Alright, I think I touched on all of those. So that's pretty much the long and short of it. Let's take a quick look at a graph for my hours flown for the year. Okay, let's take a quick peek. I think my hours here were probably about 40, maybe 30. I'd say 30-ish. And I did good. After retirement in 15, you can see my hours dropped. I run between 50 and probably 70. 50 and 60 more to be accurate. And then there was this year. Oh my. 2024. 28 and a half, 28.7, something like that. I'm going to get up one more time, hopefully before the end of the year, and try and break 30. So, yeah, it's not ugly. And as you can see, 1500 up there, top right, we're at about 1588, I think, for totals. All right, we covered some of the destinations. Wasn't many. And some of the other flights. I think I did miss Cambridge. I did get back to Cambridge. They opened a new restaurant. It was okay. Their fuel prices are about 68 to 70 cents cheaper than Ocean City, so I'm going to start going to Cambridge and or Accomack for fuel. It's a great savings. All right, just a quick recap for 2024. Like I said, I'm sitting at about 30 hours. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. If we went to Vero Beach, that would have probably been another 12. If we went to St. Simon's, would have probably been another 8. And St. Augustine would have probably been another 10 round trip. So we're talking 28, almost another 30 hours, and would have put me at 60. But it didn't, so, you know, it is what it is. So, St. Simon's we did try twice. It was Hurricane Helene, Hurricane Milton. So that weathered those out. And then when it came time, we were going to go to St. Augustine since we missed a trip for our anniversary. We said we'd make that up and do a birthday trip for me and head to down to St. Augustine to see some Christmas lights. And the temperatures were really cold down there. They had a cold snap. And right at the same time, we had a small leak on our back porch. Had an issue with the roof. So instead of spending any money flying anywhere before it got too cold, we put a new roof on the house. Yeah, that's like coupling a couple annuals together. That wasn't fun. The last note I have for 2024, and I hope it's resolved, is I got a call from FSDO in Baltimore. They wanted to come see my window tint. I had put a video up online showing the installation. They had asked me for my paperwork, so when I met them at my hangar, I showed him the burn certificate I have for that product. And he said he wanted to see my logbooks, and he had not asked for those. And he said, well, this is considered a RAM check. Well, in a RAM check, you really don't have to show those logbooks right away. You can provide them. But you know what? I'm going to cooperate. I'm not going to argue with them. I just want to get this cleared up. And in the spirit of cooperation, I said, I don't live far. Let's take a ride over to the house and we'll get them. So I don't have to go back and forth to the airport a couple times. So they came to the house, took a couple pictures of my logbook where I did not have a logbook entry for the window tint because it is removable or portable. I did not do a pilot entry. I mean, it's like I said, it's removable. That day they wanted to see it removed, and it was very cold in the hangar, and I just couldn't grab it enough in the cold temperatures to do anything. And it wasn't sunny enough outside to pull the plane out. So the next day, the manufacturer, the owner of the company that did the install and supplied the product, he came out. I set the plane out in the sun, and he grabbed it and started pulling it off. He had it halfway off. I'm like, no, I want to video that. So the first side came off in probably less than 2 minutes. I said, all right, we're not going to touch the other side until I can get the video of it. And I turned the plane around so the sun hit the pilot side window, I think. The co-pilot side. No, I'm sorry, I guess it was the pilot side rear window. So we went up, had a cup of coffee up at the FBO, came back in within 20 minutes. He climbed in the plane, which God forbid, it's a hassle for me to get through the cargo door and even wiggle my way into that and try and sit in there. So I climbed in, and I think I climbed in through the passenger side and put my pilot seat forward all the way. Excuse me. And so I could get a clean shot. I did a time check. It was 1:26 p.m. start. And I think it was a minute 44, minute 45. It was under 2 minutes. He had the product off. So when the heat comes off, it's almost rubbery. He didn't peel it back over itself. Like he didn't grab the end and try and peel it back like this. He pulled it to stretch it. Came right off, like I said, minute 45-ish, say. I took a video and did a time check at the end. It was 1:28, so it took about a 2-minute video. And it checks. If you look at the video length to the time checks I gave, hopefully I got a shot where you can see the phone time. It came off. So I had to have an A&P there. My choices were to get a ferry permit to fly the plane to my shop so that they can remove it, even though I've been flying the plane for 2.5 years. Again, don't give them a hard time. Just do it. Just get it accomplished. Get it completed. So I paid an A&P travel time to come to the airport for his time at the airport, and then travel time home. The owner of the company that did the install, I gave him gas money. He didn't want anything for doing the removal, but I had to give him some gas money or something because he drove at least 2 hours plus to get here also. And with that, it was done. I sent my logbook entry that the AMP did, picture of that, showing the last annual was the last work I had done in June. And you can see where I put the sticker so it matched the photos that they took. And I sent my 2-minute video. They later sent me a text thanking me for my cooperation and will be in touch on next week. I don't know what they want to talk to me about, but I haven't heard from them, and that's okay. I just wanted to comply. I wanted to get it checked and do the right thing. I'm not sorry that I posted the video of the install. I'm trying to share with other people the things that I do flying, and again, I'm not a CFI, not a CFII. I'm not an AMP, and I didn't sleep at a Holiday Inn. But, maybe something I do, people go, or preventative maintenance, oil changes. I don't even do an oil change without my AMP being there to check my work. Yes, it's preventative. I can do that stuff and sign it off in my logbook, which I do. I don't even do that without an AMP. That's what they do. I'll pay them for their service. And I feel safer knowing Mary and I are safe in the plane. So that wrapped up the year. What's up for 2025? Pardon me, my chest and my cough has just been brutal. We would like to go to Vero, of course, first in March. It's become our annual thing, and we really love it there. If I can only talk her into getting a place to stay a month or two, or to be able to go when we like. Anyway, and then we would like to go to Galveston. We want to see the HG TV show Restoring Galveston, just like we checked out Fixer Upper and Hometown at the other 2 HG TV locations. And from there, we'll head up towards Dallas and stop in Addison. Now, we have a friend, Sandra, who's up near the Dallas area. That was Bo's bride, and he's the one that got me interested in doing a blog that he did, and I still have it. It's Flights of the Mouse. If you ever get a chance, read through it. That was my inspiration. Bo, you're dearly missed. He passed away a number of years ago from cancer, but I think of him often when I fly. And so we're going to head up there and meet his bride. We try to see her whenever we get in that area. And she has actually come to see us when we lived up in Wilmington, Delaware, so that was nice. But we're also going to see our friends Anita and Dave and our little grandbaby dog, Daisy. They moved to Texas for a year. Dave's doing the AMP accelerated course, and she's doing, I think, a dispatch school for airlines. And then they're going to move back to Ocean City. So it's going to be a long year, and we wanted to see them, so we'll scoot down there. So that'll be Galveston, Dallas area. And if I can talk Mary into heading towards the West Coast, we'd like to do, she would like to do Phoenix area. If we're going out there, I'd like to land at Sedona. I can't talk. And I'm even wheezy here. We're very big on visiting different zoos at places we go to, so we'd like to go to San Diego and see that zoo. And I'd be interested even taking a drive up the California coast to visit a few places. Santa Monica, all out through that area. And then turn around and head home. But that's just, that part of the plan is, we don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I hope. So that'll do it for 2024. Stick around for 2025's adventures and fly safe. Get out there and practice practice that buttonology, I call it. Get out there and learn how to push the buttons in your own plane. And don't forget your stick time. That's always important. Again, be safe. Mary and I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a happy and safe New Year. Take care, and we'll talk real soon.